In Italian, ama means love. And mama means love me. And no mama means love me not. Welcome to the game of love, the game that makes the world go round. Mama, no mama, love me not. Where four fascinating young women from Malibu, California, physical education teacher Corinne Ilton. From New Hampshire, an aerobics instructor and palmist, Mim Eichler. From Queens, New York, a sculptor, Pam Caden. From Portland, Oregon, a speech pathologist, Susan Newman. Are being pursued by two ardent young men, a sporting goods salesman and baseball buff, Mitchell Catlin, and his rival, a school teacher whose hobby is stand-up comedy and juggling eggs, Danny Koch. Now meet your host, the star of Mama No Mama, Alex Trebek.
Ladies and gentlemen, hi there, and welcome to the exciting hit show that has captured all of Italy and now comes to North America. It's a game of love and romantic pursuit, and it's called Mama No Mama. And here's how it works. The first of these two young gentlemen who captures three of these lovely young ladies defeats his rival, wins the game, and goes on to play for cash and prizes worth over $30,000. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the four ladies are indeed very attractive. But there is more to beauty than just good looks. So let's find out a little extra about each of them.
This is Corinne, a physical education teacher, singer, and painter. Running fast is her favorite hobby, but when it comes to romance, she prefers to take things slowly. This is Mim, an aerobics instructor who has great fun reading palms. Even when she's wrong, that's okay with her. Her second favorite hobby is holding hands. This is Pamela. She's an artist who loves all winter sports. She's not nuts about cold weather, but warming up can be fun. This is Susan. She's a speech pathologist whose hobby is imitating celebrities. She tells us she likes to be able to make good impressions on dates.
Something obviously for every taste. All right, ladies, good to have you with us today. Now, I'm sure you'll agree with me that turnabout is fair play, and you want to find out something about the man you might be spending some time with. So let's hear from the guys, and we'll start with Mitchell. Tell these four lovely ladies why they might want to be captured by you.
Well, I'm 27 years old.
That's enough.
I'm from Chicago. I used to work for the Chicago Cubs.
Are you a professional ball player?
No, actually, I'm a vendor.
I see.
So
were you a good vendor?
I was great. I moved up to beer and hot dogs.
Well, congratulations to you. Now let's hear from Danny.
Hi. I'm 25. I'm from New York City. I'm a teacher, also an aspiring stand-up comedian. I'm half Italian and half Jewish, and I grew up eating mozzarella. And, thanks.
All right, guys, with a wonderful sense of humor. And that's what we need on this program. There you have them, the six players in our game of love. When we return, ladies and gentlemen, you'll find out who captures whom right here on Mama No Mama. Once again, let's take a look at the four lovely ladies. The pretty blonde in red, of course, is Corinne from Malibu. Our palmist, Mim Eichler. From New York, our sculptor, Pam Caden. And from the American Northwest, Susan Newman. Now to our game of pursuit. The symbol of love and romance on Mama No Mama is the daisy. This daisy, as you can see, has 8 petals. Behind each petal are the words love me or love me not, as well as a dollar amount. Mitchell, we'll start with you. Pick a petal.
All righty.
All right, show the audience what we have. That says, love me not, and that means that Danny will get to go first, and because the dollar amount was $150, we're going to start things off by putting $150 into our bank account. Danny, look at the four girls. Who would you like to capture first?
It's a very difficult decision. How about Mim?
Mim, all right. Mim on the daisy in front of you. On each of the petals are statements about love and romance. Some are true, some are false. Don't worry about it. That's for Danny to determine. You pick a topic, though, that you think he might be well qualified to deal with.
Well, Danny looks like a direct kind of guy, and I'll get real direct and pick How Do I Love Thee?
Oh, hello. She's starting off very strong in this relationship.
Writing love letters will strengthen relationships and lengthen marriages. Well, I don't really know how love letters affect marriages, but I know I love getting love letters, and I have a real weakness for them. And you look like a real warm, romantic guy. I don't think I'd mind getting a love letter from you. Or you could just come whisper in my ear.
Okay. Whispering aside, however, Danny, the important part of her statement is that love letters themselves help to strengthen romance and strengthen marriages. Is that true or false?
If I whispered in your ear, would you follow me anywhere?
Wait a minute.
I'll say that is true.
You're absolutely right. That means you just captured Lynn. As we mentioned a moment ago, ladies and gentlemen, we had $150 in the bank to start the game. Every time one of our lovely ladies is captured, we double the money in the bank. So it now goes to $300. We go to Mitch. And who would you like to try and capture? Corinne, Pam, or Susan?
Well, this does look like a tough decision, but I'm going to go with Corinne.
All right, the lady in red down at the end. Corinne, would you like to be captured by Mitchell?
I'd love to.
Okay, pick a topic that you think is suited to his particular talents.
Well, Mitchell looks like the type of guy who likes to express his feelings, so I'm going to pick holding hands. Okay. Mitchell, when newly engaged couples were asked what gave them the greatest sense of security, they chose hand-holding. Well, I guess I'm an insecure person in some areas, I think, like most people. One of them is my laugh. I've always gotten teased about my laugh ever since I was a little girl. As far as physically, hand-holding would be pretty nice, but I can think of a few other things that'd be a lot more fun.
She's given you a great deal to think about, but for the purposes of our game, I think what you should be concentrating on is the main item of that statement, that for newly engaged couples, holding hands gave them the greatest feeling of security. What do you think, Mitchell? Is that true or false?
I think the options are wonderful, Corinne, but I'm going to say that statement is true.
Oh, I'm sorry. According to a UCLA research, that's false and you're wrong. And that means that you do not capture Corinne. And our bank account remains at exactly the same, $300. And because in this first round we want to hear from each of the young ladies, the only two that are available right now for you, Danny, are Pam and Susan. Who are you going to select?
Well, my mama has dark hair, so I'll pick Susan.
All right, Susan. He pulled a switch on Pam. Let's see if you can get even by picking a topic that he can handle.
Well, Danny, you look like kind of an intelligent guy. I could be wrong, but maybe it's all that mozzarella. So I'm going to pick the topic of mind over matter. And it says here that a majority of women surveyed said they would rather lose 10 pounds than to go out with the man of their dreams. Well, like other women, I have a hard time losing weight, and I'm always on a diet. But I think I would forego losing that weight for the man of my dreams, and if we went out, you just might be that man.
Gosh, this strikes a familiar chord in me, Danny, because I'll tell you, my wife lost 180 pounds, me, to go out with a man of her dreams. And she's the statement here is that a woman in our society would rather lose 10 pounds than go out with a man of her dreams. Now, is that true or false?
Gosh, I know how important weight is to women, but the man of your dreams, that's got to be more important, so I'll say that's false.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's true. You're wrong.
Oh, Danny.
Oh, and the money in the bank remains the same. We go over to Mitchell. You have to go to Pam.
Well, I'll
Pam,
go to
pick a topic for him.
Okay, you look like a man that tells white lies every once in a while. We'll go for white lies.
White lies. Boy, are they sizing you up in a negative manner on our program today, Mitchell.
I'm such a nice guy, too.
When meeting for the first time, men are most likely to lie about their age than women. Well, Mitchell, I've been out with quite a few men that have lied about their age, and I've recently developed a way of finding out the truth.
Obviously, she's going to leave us hanging there on that particular note. But are men more likely to lie about their age than women? True or false?
Well, like I said, I'm 27. I would say that statement is true.
You're absolutely right. You have just captured your first lady, and that is Pam. And we have now heard from all four of them, so that ends this round. We're going to come back in a moment to find out which of these two gentlemen gets to capture 3 of the ladies to win the game and get a chance at over $30,000. When we return with our game of courtship, Mama No Mama. Welcome back to Mama No Mama. Remember, the first of our gentlemen to capture 3 of the ladies wins the round. Right now, it's all tied 1 apiece. Danny, it's your turn. Let's see if you can break the tie by capturing either Corinne or Susan.
Let's try Corinne.
Okay, Corinne. Pick a subject in front of you that would appeal to this humorous, dark-haired, handsome man.
Okay, Danny, since you're a teacher, I'm a phys ed teacher. Hopefully you're athletic, so I'm going to pick Lover's Leap. Okay. A San Francisco dating service is now matching couples based on their daredevil hobbies. Rock climbers, hang gliders, and skydivers can now make their lovers' leaps together. Well, I'm a person who really likes the outdoors. A girlfriend right now is trying to talk me into skydiving. I don't know if I will do that. I mean, I've heard of falling in love before, but I think this is a little ridiculous.
All right, what do you think about the statement, though? The San Francisco dating service has established a system whereby they match couples based on their daredevil exploits. Is that true, or is that false, Danny? What do you think?
Sounds a little bit dangerous to me, but I think it's true.
They do a lot of strange things in San Francisco, and that is one of them. You've just captured Corinne. Nice going. You're in the lead. 2-1. We go back to Mitchell. The money in the bank, of course, doubles once again. You have to try and capture Susan. So, Susan, take a look at the petals on the daisy in front of you and pick a topic for Mitchell.
Let's see. Mitchell, you've got kind of a cute nose, so I'm going to pick the topic rubbing noses.
He'd like to rub noses with you, I'm sure.
From here.
Okay, Eskimos rub noses instead of kissing because of a belief that by kissing, you might accidentally pull the soul out of your mate. Well, I don't know about you, Mitchell, but I'm a very affectionate person, and I love to kiss, and rubbing noses might be kind of fun, too, but I'll tell you, if we went out and we happened to kiss, if you gave me your lips, I'd let you keep your soul.
Whoa. I bet you wouldn't have to worry about losing your soul if you were rubbing noses with Susan either. But what about it? You know something about primitive societies? Do you think that's true or false about the Eskimos, that the reason they rub noses is because they fear that kissing will pull the soul from out of you?
Well, I hear that they're really affectionate, and I don't think they worry too much about souls, so I'm going to say that's false.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's why they do it, and so you have made a mistake. Susan remains available for capture, and because this is the second round, we allow you 1 free mistake, and you have just made it. That's indicated by this yellow light here. If you make another mistake, you lose a lady to your rival. And speaking of your rival, we go back to Danny. The money in the bank remains the same, and you have to deal with pretty Susan. Susan, select a topic for this gentleman.
Okay, let's see. Well, Danny, you look like you'd be a good friend, so I'm going to pick the topic, making new friends. And a nationwide singles magazine poll discovered that the line bachelors use most often is, "Are you married?" Well, that usually is not the opening line that they use, but I wear a ring on my left hand, so usually after the first 5 minutes, men will usually ask me if I'm married or not. But I think it saves time in the long run, and, well, I'll save you time and let you know that I'm not.
Oh, that means she's available. She's also available for capture on our program, and you can do that if you are right on this particular statement, that according to a recent nationwide survey, bachelors' opening remarks are you married? Is that true or false?
Oh, my opening line is usually, will you buy me a drink? I would have to say that that's false.
You're absolutely right. You just captured Susan. Taking it 3 in a row. The money doubles again. You've got Corinne, Mim, and Susan to your credit. Mitchell, you're going to have to go back to Chicago and do some more vending during Chicago Cubs games. But thank you very much for playing Mama No Mama with us. And Pam, thank you also. Ladies and gentlemen, when we return, major prizes, major excitement as Danny gets to select the girl of his choice for a try at over $30,000 in cash and prizes right here on Mama No Mama. This is our champion, Danny. And Danny, there's $2,400 in cash in our bank, which you're going to get to share with the woman of your choice in a few moments. The three you have captured are Corinne, Mim, and Susan. Pretty ladies all. You've got a tough decision to make right now, but I'll tell you what, you're a stand-up kind of guy. You look as if you know how to handle yourself. So why don't you ask them one question? We'll get each of the girls to give us an answer, and based on their reply, plus what you found out about them during the game, you get to choose the one you want. Go ahead.
If we were on our first date together, what would be the one quality you would be looking for in me before deciding to go out with me again?
First date time. Corinne, we're going to hear from you.
I think sensitivity and communication. I think communication is very important in a relationship.
Well, you've got some people who agree with you in the audience. That's good, Corinne. Thank you. Mim?
Well, mine is partly communication, but it's really humor, because that's the best kind of communication there is, and if you can laugh together, you can love together.
Sensitivity.
Well, Danny, I agree with what the two other girls said, but the other quality that I really admire is intelligence, and I admire a man that can maybe teach me a few things that I don't know.
Because, first of all, you're going to be sharing that $2,400 with them. Now, tough choice. Is it going to be Corinne, Mim, or Susan?
Well, I like the way Corinne had that sensitivity point. That is important. And the sense of humor, that's what I live for. And I'm not very intelligent, sorry. So I will pick Corinne.
All right, Corinne, come on down here. Congratulations to you. Right now, you two are going to share $2,400. And Min, you and Susan, I know, are going to be disappointed because Danny didn't select you. But I'll tell you what, to make you feel a lot better, I'd like to invite you back to play Mama No Mama at some future point. And when you return, we'll turn the tables around. You two will be sitting over here, and you'll be off in pursuit of 4 handsome gentlemen. Does that sound okay? All right, thank you for playing with us today. For the very first time, the two of you get to work together as a team. We're going to start off on the bonus daisy over here on the pedal that is flashing now. Danny, you're going to start off on the pedal at the back that is flashing. I'm going to be asking you, Danny, a series of rapid-fire questions against the clock. Both of you are going to move on the daisy in a clockwise direction. You've got 50 seconds to capture her. Every time you give me a right answer, you move forward 1 pedal to get closer to her. Every time you're wrong, just as in real life when you make a mistake, she moves away from you 1 pedal at a time. If you catch her in the 50 seconds, you'll share $1,000 in cash for each pedal you cross. And then you will have qualified for 1 final question on love and romance. The two of you work together. If you handle that right, you wind up winning these. 1 for each of you.
His and hers brand new Pontiac Firebirds. An exciting way to take to the highway. Trans Am, sleek and streamlined with an impressive list of standard features and an unmistakable zest for hugging the road. The Firebird Trans Am from Pontiac.
You missed that, folks. She just said when we've got to get it right. But that brings out an important point, ladies and gentlemen. Corinne, you can help him in any way you want during the bonus round. You can shout out answers to him, but I accept answers only from you, Danny. Are you all set to go? Yeah. All right, off you go. Onto the bonus, Daisy. Don't worry about the clock. It will not start counting down until I begin reading the first question. You let me know when you're ready. Okay?
Okay.
Here we go. Next to Agatha Christie, Barbara Cartland is the most successful author of mystery stories.
False.
You're right. In Tonga, North Africa, the bride traditionally carries the groom across the threshold.
True.
Wrong. Oh. In one of Longfellow's narrative poems, Hiawatha and Pocahontas became lovers.
False.
Right. If a man leans forward when he talks to you, he's probably attracted to you.
False.
Right. According to the title of his biggest hit, Tony Bennett left his love in San Francisco.
True.
Wrong. Oh. In the film Don Juan, matinee idol John Barrymore kissed his female co-stars 191 times.
True.
Right. Rudolph Valentino's marriage lasted less than 6 hours when his wife locked him out of the bedroom.
True.
Right. Shakespeare's star-crossed lovers, Romeo and Juliet, married and lived happily ever after.
False!
Right. Gifts made of paper are traditionally given on a first wedding anniversary.
True!
Right. I'm a lot older than you guys. But if my eyesight is not failing me, you made it with about 1 second to spare, and you managed to cross 7 pedals. That means you're going to be sharing, in addition to the $2,400, $7,000 in cash. But now the big moment. Now the big moment. We have a 2-part question. You have to get both parts correctly. You work as a team. You'll have 10 seconds to think about it and talk it over. All right? In a recent rock video, Billy Joel is featured singing about and to the woman he loves. Name the song and the woman who inspired it. You've got 10 seconds. All right, time is up. I need 2 answers. First of all, name the song.
Uptown Girl.
Name the woman who inspired it.
Christy Brinkley.
You're right. There's more to come right here on Mama No Mama. For the $2,400 you won in the game, the $7,000 you picked up in the bonus round, and these 2 beautiful automobiles, you 2 are leaving Mama No Mama sharing cash and prizes worth over $34,000. Ladies and gentlemen, the next time out, we're going to turn things around. 2 beautiful ladies will be pursuing 4 handsome men to capture the gentleman of their choice. So join us then for the game of love that everyone can play, Mama No Mama. Ciao.